I was introduced to the Amateur Players Tour by the Charlotte chapter co-owner Phil Van Giersdalen. He and I are friends and have played golf for a couple of years out of our country club that we play at. And it was just a way to play a lot of different courses in the area that you wouldn't otherwise have an opportunity to play. And so you not only get to play these courses, but you also get to play it in a tournament atmosphere. So the tournaments that we play, the way they're run to me feels very official, very, I don't want to say formal because that makes it sound stuffy, but you get to the first tee and they're going to announce your name, now on the tee, Brian Gregor from Huntersville, North Carolina. But the way they're run, I think, is really very streamlined. You go check in, pay for any side games that you would like to be involved in, go warm up on the range. When it's time for your tee time, you've got your foursome, you've got your scorecard, and it's a round of golf. They do straight tee times as much as possible. I feel like there's probably one or two events where they're gonna have to do a shotgun somewhere just due to the venue that they're playing at. But if they don't, great. The straight tee times make things so much better. When you do straight tee times, you show up before your tee time, you can play, you can leave, and your round is a good 4.5 hours. At most 4 hours, 40 minutes is what I've experienced. So one of the things that is really cool about it is the Amateur Players Tour is broken up into a lot of different chapters around the country. You can play in any chapter that you want. So you get to meet people from anywhere. I could fly out to the West Coast and play in chapters there and meet people. I could, stay here locally. There are 3 or 4 chapters here in my region that I tend to gravitate towards, and I've met people in all of those, and we stay in touch and play golf and socialize together. So the APT has this tagline, #by the players for the players, and they live by that motto. One of the things that they like to do is when they're creating these tournaments, they want to get feedback from the players on what kind of a format you want the tournament to be in. It can be a stroke play, it can be a skins game. I believe there's even a couple of team events that are on the schedule in certain chapters. And they get feedback from the players so that they can cater the tournaments to what the players want to play. Same thing for locations. As they're scouting out new chapters or new tournament venues, they're asking the players, where are some of the courses you would like to play? One of the majors they're having this year is at Whistling Straits. That was obviously a by the player choice. Everybody wants to play Whistling Straits if you get a chance to. Some of the other things that I've liked or experienced myself about how they're committed to this motto is around the mobile application that they have. The mobile app that they have for APT is hosted by Blue Golf, and this application has pretty much everything that the golfer would need in it. It has tournament registrations, it has the leaderboard, it has all the information about the players who are going to be in the tournaments. You can plan your entire year using this mobile app. You do your live scoring through the mobile app so that we can keep track of what's going on during the tournament. And there have been changes to the app based on feedback from the players. So when they say by the players for the players, they genuinely mean it, and they are committed to that motto so that they can make the tour the best place it can be. So in addition to competing 18 holes for your division title, there are a couple of side games that are available that you can optionally join in as well. We have what we call skins. You'll have 2 different levels of skins. You'll have division skins, and then you'll have super skins. So for instance, we might have division 4 and 5 in one competition for skins. And if you happen to be the only person who got the best score on a particular hole, then you will get a portion of the money that went into the skins pot. So you get a little bit of a payout there if you can win 1 or more skins. There's also what's known as a super skin, where you're competing against the entire field, all of the divisions, in order to get this super skin. So again, the concept is the same. Everybody who pays into the super skin, they combine the money, and however many super skins across the entire field, the money gets divided between those. The other competition that we have on a side game is closest to the pin, which is pretty self-explanatory. Basically on par 3s, they'll have a marker, a measuring tape, and whoever gets closest to the pin on that particular tournament day will get a portion of the prize money from people who have committed into that closest to the pin pot. The APT has a competition tour-wide where it costs you $20 for the entire year, and if you get a hole-in-one on any given par 3 during your tournament round, you can either get $500 or on one specific hole that's determined by the tour director, you could get as much as $2,500. And that's a pretty good return on a $20 investment. So one of the extra benefits that we get by being members of the APT are that we do get special offers and discounts on certain clothing lines and other sponsors that we have for the Amateur Players Tour. For instance, the shirt that I'm wearing is from Turtleson, and we have a special storefront that we can go to through the APT to buy this clothing at a discount. We also have big sponsorships from 2 Under, which is a men's clothing line that we can get discounts from. And there are other sponsorships all across the APT where they're sponsoring either individual tournament events or they're having a larger sponsorship across the tour so that you can get discounts with their products as well. One of the things that really attracted me to playing on the Amateur Players Tour is the opportunity to meet new people that I wouldn't otherwise have had the chance to meet. Since I've been playing on Amateur Tour, I feel like I have, a really close-knit group of friends, people that I will stay in touch with even long after, whether I'm in the area or playing on other tours, whatever. We've made some really good friendships, and we play golf outside the tour. So for instance, Division 1, who are the scratch golfers, may be in their own division. I just had my hand in front of my face, didn't I?